Right now at 10, an arrest made in a La Crosse County homicide. What we know about the suspect. And the state biennial budget officially signed into law and what it means for Wisconsin residents. Plus, holiday travel struggles, what you can expect to see on the roads and airports.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. New details on a Holman death investigation earlier this week. 38-year-old Jacob Andrew Claver of Winona is charged with first-degree intentional homicide in the death of Josh Pigney. According to the criminal complaint, police found signs of struggle and that someone had switched off the home's main electrical breaker. The victim's girlfriend told police Claver is her ex and had been stalking her. The cause of death appears to be strangulation and blunt force trauma. Claver is held in Winona County, and the incident is still under investigation. Last night, La Crosse police responded to a shots fired incident on the 600 block of Pettibone Drive. A physical altercation led to gunshots. Antonio Shaw Jr. was arrested and faces charges, including attempted second-degree homicide and illegal firearm possession. Police say at this time they are not aware of any injuries and that it appears to be an isolated incident. The investigation is ongoing. New details in yesterday's Pickwick house fire. According to police, the homeowner was on her way back to the house when she was involved in a car accident. Sandra Kapusman was airlifted to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after her vehicle rolled over and caught on fire. The house was deemed a total loss by fire officials. Well, a record number of Wisconsinites are expected to travel for the 4th of July weekend. According to AAA, 1.47 million people are expected to drive and 59,000 to fly. TSA recommends heading to the airport early, especially on Sunday, which they anticipate to be the busiest day. Now, if you plan on driving, AAA says the best times to travel are Friday before noon and on Saturday and Sunday before 11 a.m. We spoke to one woman who drove from Virginia for the holiday weekend.
Like what you would expect. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Actually, we hit traffic between like the Wisconsin border and the Dells, and then when we got by that, we were okay.
That increase is expected across the country, with over 72 million Americans expected to travel. La Crosse police are urging everyone to enjoy the 4th of July responsibly. Police will be out in greater numbers downtown and on the river this weekend to enforce safety standards. A couple of reminders from officials: stay hydrated, keep track of your party, have a designated driver or rideshare planned out ahead of time. And if you're boating, police will be enforcing no wake zones and checking for possible OWIs.
We just want people to be courteous of your neighbors. We want people to have fun, enjoy the 4th of July. We don't want to ruin anybody's fun, but safety and just courtesy is what we really want to focus on.
And a final reminder, any fireworks that leave the ground or explode are illegal in the city. There are some new updates to beach water quality results in the area. The La Crosse County Health Department retested water at Airport Beach, Black River Beach, and Bluebird Springs Campground, all of which were either closed or had signs warning of high levels of E. coli. All three are now at safe levels and are open for swimming. Well, a warm start to the holiday weekend and expected to get even warmer tomorrow, Greg.
Yeah, the warm's going to be coming tomorrow. Tonight we got to deal with the thunderstorms that are going on across many of the areas too, including Eau Claire. We've had some near La Crosse. You can actually see in the background occasionally lightning just north of La Crosse. There we go right there. We've had some storms moving up. A little disturbance is moving northeast right now. And right now we have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, but they are just northwest of Eau Claire. These storms could have, you're looking at maybe quarter-size hail, some damaging winds, but they're also moving very, very slow too. So we're going to have to keep an eye out for some of the activity that looks around pretty much around this area that could be training and could produce some heavier rainfall. That's really the main issue. Otherwise, activity went through La Crosse. That little green line that kind of came through La Crosse, that was outflow from thunderstorms down south. So if we can zoom in, this is going to be active for the next several hours. So heavy rainfall is definitely a possibility, given as you see the movement is really not doing anything right now Further south, that activity came through La Crosse. It's overhead right now with some thunderstorms in the area. Eventually, I think a lot of this will push northeast. Thunderstorms have died off, but you saw the outflow from those near Decorah. They helped produce a lot of storms up here. So overall, we're going to see activity continue on throughout the nighttime. But yes, once this dies down, we are looking at very warm, humid conditions for the 4th of July. And we'll time that out and show you what it looks like. Along with, we have a very stormy Saturday in store too.
All right. Thank you, Greg. President Trump's sweeping tax and spending cut package has passed its final hurdle. The bill now heads to the president's desk, where he's expected to sign the bill on the 4th of July. That's where CBS News' Erica Brown is with the latest.
Speaking at the Iowa State Fairgrounds Thursday, President Trump took a victory lap after the House passed his signature spending bill that extends tax cuts and slashes social benefits programs.
There could be no better birthday present for America than the phenomenal victory we achieved just hours ago when Congress passed the one big, beautiful bill to make America great again.
The president plans to sign the One Big Beautiful Bill Act at a White House ceremony on the 4th of July. Congress passed the measure in a 218 to 214 vote, with all Democrats and 2 Republicans voting against the bill.
The motion is adopted.
House Speaker Mike Johnson said President Trump was engaged throughout the negotiations to get key Republican holdouts on board.
He helped answer questions and articulate his vision and what this bill will mean for the country.
Democratic House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries slammed the legislation during a record-breaking floor speech lasting more than 8.5 hours.
This disgusting abomination is not about improving the quality of life of the American people.
The bill significantly boosts spending for border security, immigration enforcement, and defense, and extends President Trump's 2017 tax cuts and increases the child tax credit. It also ends taxes on tips and overtime pay. In opposition to the bill, Democrats cited steep cuts to safety net programs, including SNAP, the Food Assistance Program, and Medicaid. And the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimates the bill will add more than $3 trillion to the deficit. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Wisconsin lawmakers are reacting to the passage of the bill. Senator Tammy Baldwin said in part, quote, Republicans chose to put their super rich friends over working families. They chose to gut Medicaid, decimate our rural hospitals, and terminate health care for 17 million Americans. Congressman Derek Van Orden also releasing a statement saying in part, quote, Americans will see their taxes go down, wages go up, and integrity and stability restored in critical programs like SNAP and Medicaid. Back in the Badger State, Governor Evers signed the 2025 biennial budget into law. It happened early this morning after it passed both the state assembly and Senate overnight. Legislators were rushing to beat their Washington counterparts. The budget will cover the costs they get from the federal government to fund rural hospitals. Lawmakers say some may have closed if Trump's spending bill passed first. The new budget also features over $360 million in new child care funding, $1.4 billion for K-12 schools, and the state's second largest tax cut. Governor Evers calling it, quote, a win for Wisconsin kids, families, and communities, and our state's future. Well, invasive carp are making waves in the Mississippi River. The DNR, alongside federal and state partners, are tracking a school of tagged carp to Pool 8 near La Crosse. Commercial fishers are intensifying capture efforts this week to remove these invasive species. They threaten native fish and pose risks to boaters.
So we've been trying many different things to try to remove as many as we possibly can. That includes working with some contract commercial fishermen and working with licensed commercial fishermen in Wisconsin to give us any individuals they caught.
Now, the public may notice increased boat activity along the river and are urged to give them space. Well, today is day 2 of Riverfest. There is music, food vendors, a beer garden, and more. Today, guests enjoyed the Kenny Ahern family comedy show and Mike Mothy's juggling act. Earlier, we talked to guests about all the fun activities you can do.
It's my first time coming to Riverfest, and I came here because my friend, they were performing Minor Theft, so we came to see their show and support them. and check it out, see what's going on down here.
Today's headliner was Brett Westgrove, who started at 9 p.m. on the North Stage. Still to come, a jobs report that is surprising economists, and a 4th of July legend returns to Nathan's hot dog eating contest when we come back.
It's time to find great summer values at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. We have everything you need to get out and celebrate the season at unbeatable Farm and Fleet prices. Like 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand wild bird food. Rewards members get 2 for $12. 60-inch plastic pools, just $17.99. All American flags are on sale, 15% off. Plus, now through Sunday, we're thanking all first responders and healthcare workers with an extra 10% off their entire purchase. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Red, white, and new. It's time to refresh your space for less at the King Furniture pre-4th of July savings event. Save up to 50% on an entire room of beautiful new furniture. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining, you name it. Find mattress closeout deals on overstocked inventory and special factory closeout Lazy Boy recliners at prices too good to sit out. Plus, when you trade in your old furniture, get a discount on new. We'll even deliver and haul away for free. It's the King Furniture pre-4th of July savings event going on now.
We're really excited about our new hearing aids that came out. They're called Vitality. They have artificial intelligence, and people have really been hearing better in background noise with them. They're also a lot more clear.
And you can also control it with your phone. So if you want to get more technical, you can make your own adjustments on your phone.
It's just set and forget. They will adapt on their own, or you do have the ability to customize it more for your personal preferences and environments as well.
So stop by the Better Hearing Center and find out more about the new Vitality.
Well, employment seekers have plenty of options. The U.S. economy added 147,000 jobs last month, according to the latest data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's higher than many economists had forecast, and it's a slight bump from the 144,000 gained during the month of May.
This really does give credence to Jerome Powell, the Fed chair's assertion that there's no need to move interest rates yet until the impact of tariffs is actually seen in data.
Healthcare was a sector that showed strong growth last month, increasing by almost 40,000. Well, a familiar face is making his return to this year's Nathan's famous 4th of July International Hot Dog Eating Contest. 16-time winner Joey Chestnut weighed in at 238 pounds. Chestnut didn't participate last year because of a contract dispute that has now been resolved.
To say I missed it would be an understatement. I love this event. I love New York City. I love 4th of July, and this is an amazing place to be. And as long as I'm healthy, I'm going to keep trying to be back here.
In his absence, Patrick Bertoletti took home the mustard belt last year after gobbling up 58 hot dogs. On the women's side, 10-time champion Miki Sudo is back to defend her title. The contest is tomorrow. We'll have more news ahead, but first.
Yeah, we got storms tonight, but it looks good for fireworks, although it's going to be muggy, very warm conditions. We'll time out what the temperatures and the heat index looks like along with those storms that'll be arriving on Saturday. All coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
All the financial benefits are awesome. And then on top of that, it's green energy.
We have project managers that will walk you through the process, keep you informed along the way, and make sure that the communication is the best that it can be.
The 30% solar tax credit could end in 2025. If you want to install solar on your residential or commercial property and receive this tax credit, call 608-780-2347 to get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy today.
Shop Wisconsin's best deals at Black River Furniture Outlet. Find unbeatable prices on sectionals, big or small, to fit every home. Great savings on Ashley sofas and love seats. Style and comfort at a price you'll love. Check out our wide selection of reclining and power furniture, plus custom options from Best Home Furnishings. Experience top-tier comfort with Catnapper Furniture, where relaxation is key. Black River Furniture Outlet, your upholstery headquarters. Family values, veteran-owned, and no corporate hassle. Open 7 days a week in Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Look, a perfect sandwich symphony. Nothing could be better. Okay, it just got better.
Mix and match a Quarter Pounder with cheese, a Big Mac, or other favorites. Get any two for $7.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a Triptan, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Yeah, we still got the storms to go on tonight, and there are some threats we got to keep in mind of too, especially maybe the heavy rain threats. Some of these storms are not moving that fast. There are some stronger, maybe severe storms, but I think the heavy rain threat is the biggest thing. Once they end later tonight or early tomorrow morning, it's really the heat that's on for tomorrow, muggy conditions all the way through Friday night, and then we have storms coming Saturday, and those we'll have to keep an eye on, especially in the afternoon, evening, for potential to be strong, maybe severe too. Timing's a little bit in question going into those too, so we'll have to wait until we get closer. Right now, all the activity is really stationary as a little boundary begins to lift north. So Eau Claire up to Menominee, they have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings with that for large hail and damaging winds too. But notice how it's just sitting here and very struggling to go northeast. A lot of it's actually starting to push a little bit south. So that's why it's kind of training. Otherwise, we're starting to fill in the gap here that we thought we would see a little bit later tonight. The good news is a lot of to the west of the river is not going to see too much in the way of thunderstorms quite yet, but we're going to see more. As we time it out, you can kind of see the trend is going to push this back to the southeast because the upper level winds, the winds aloft are actually from the northwest. The winds at the surface are from the south. So they're kind of fighting each other right there. They'll kind of sink southward. You can notice it really sticks around the Eau Claire up to Ladysmith area. So that area could get quite a bit of rainfall. But by the time we get to about 6:37 in the morning, it's pushed off to the east. We're starting to clear out a little bit for the rest of the area, getting that hazy sunshine, and we should be quiet, at least for precipitation wise, for the next 24 hours beyond that. There is a marginal threat for heavy rain flash flooding issue just because we have those training threat, including far southern Wisconsin actually had a little bit of flash flooding going on with a thunderstorm already this evening. So that threat is there, especially along I-94. So we'll keep that in mind going overnight. Otherwise, temperatures tomorrow will be in the upper 80s, low 90s, not record level. Records are typically in the low 100s right now. But it is going to be very warm and very humid. Heat indexes will be in the 90s by noon. Basically in the afternoon from about 3 to about sunset is when you're going to see 95 to about 100-degree heat index. Not quite heat advisory for a lot of areas, but pretty warm and humid until the sun goes down. Then we'll start getting back into maybe the 80s during the fireworks. You're looking at heat indices mid-80s to about 90. So it's definitely going to be warm out there. And if you look at all the temperatures here for Eau Claire, that's what you're looking at through the evening hours all the way up to about 8 p.m. too. So once again, it's going to be dry, but it's not going to be very comfortable out there too with the muggy conditions too. La Crosse, very similar conditions too throughout the afternoon and evening hours too with those heat indices. Now Saturday, the humidity comes down, stays up. The temperatures come down because we have showers and thunderstorms in the area. So it'll be muggy, but we have those storms coming through right now. The severe risk is there. It's on the lower end, but I would think damaging winds would be the main factor with them coming through. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Right now, timing's a little bit in question, but I think the morning's fine. It's going to be afternoon, about noon. You'll start seeing lines developing, and a line will come right through basically. We get that, there we go, come through the motion. We'll have rounds come through, a couple of them. It looks like the main line comes through during the evening hour. I think by 10, 10:30, maybe 11, we'll start seeing it push east, and we should be fairly quiet for the rest of the night, but it is going to be active in the evening, and of course this timing could change. So stay tuned for further updates on that. As we go into Sunday, Sunday looks fairly nice, low 80s, less humidity. All next week really is about average temperatures, and those rain chances on Tuesday and Wednesday are still fairly light. We're not really seeing any strong pattern, but those temperatures next week will be much more enjoyable, and the humidity levels will be kind of basically where we should be for July, too.
Looks good, and tomorrow looks good, and then we just got to keep our First Warn Weather app on Saturday.
Could be very
handy.
busy in the afternoon and evening, so
Okay.
if you got outdoor plans, definitely pay attention.
Okay, we will. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Brewers have their Rookie of the Month. Plus, the Loggers clinch a spot in the playoffs. Hear how the team is feeling about the accomplishment. Kate is in next with sports.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm with current conditions and updated video forecasts from the local team that warns you first. The News 8 Now First Warn Weather app, giving you more than what you'd expect. Get it now. No, seriously, like, right now.
Starting now, celebrate quality and comfort with the Made in America sale at Wesco Home. Shop trusted American brands like Smith Brothers, Lazy Boy, England, Best, Door County, and Superior Furniture, all at unbeatable prices. Right now, save on all in-stock pieces made with quality you can feel. Don't see the perfect item in stock? Save up to 30% on custom orders. Built to last, made to order, crafted with pride in the USA. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Tell them Peyton sent you.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger. You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Jolivet Family Farms Homegrown Goodness. Stop by today for some homegrown raspberries available in the market. Check for availability. Come see all that we have. Kohlrabi, onions, baby red potatoes, carrots, popcorn, and so much more. Find distinctive crafts and decor. Take home some cookies, breads, bars, or pies from our homemade bakery. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Time is running out on the area's biggest and best furniture sale. The huge 4th of July sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's everything you've asked for. Store-wide sale prices, 48-month special financing, and we'll even pay for your gas just for shopping. At Drury's, you'll save on the area's finest selection of quality brands like Stressless, Flex Steel, and Smith Brothers, all at incredible savings. It's the 4th of July sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. But you'll have to hurry. It all ends Monday.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
The Northwoods League season is cut up into two parts, and if you're at the top of the standings after the first half, then you get a pass into the playoffs, which the Loggers clinched last week. Now the team says they want more. La Crosse finished the first half 22-11. It was a close race at the top of the Great Plains East Division, as there were 3 teams within 1.5 games of the Loggers, but they were ready to go from the start of the year, and now they're back in the playoffs.
I think the biggest thing for us was some team chemistry. We really got along well from day one. I think that translated directly to the game. Obviously our pitching stood out, I think, early on, holding the opposing teams to a low amount of runs every game. Then offense started to pick it up, and once those two things come together, I think it really helps us win the games.
Last year's postseason run came to an end in the league championship. It's something that a few guys on the team remember a lot, but this year's team is looking to close the door and hoping to bring La Crosse their first league title since 2012.
Logger history, we're always a very competitive team, so being able to go to the playoff is something that the fans expect and something that we expect in this program. So it's definitely something, a goal of ours to be able to do and to be able to win it this year.
All right, let's go to their game tonight, taking on the Thunder Bay Border Cats. We'll pick it up in the first inning. La Crosse has a couple of men on for Carson Oland. He gets one through into right field. That'll bring in a run. Loggers strike first in this one, and then later, let's go to the 4th inning. La Crosse up 3-2, but with runners at the corners, Max Kalk is going to blast this pitch out to right field. That's off the wall. Both runs come in to score. This one was all La Crosse tonight, 11-3 the final. The Steam were on the road over in Mankato, a close one in the end, but La Crosse closes it out 1-0 the final. Steam on the road tomorrow, but back in La Crosse for a doubleheader on Saturday and another one on Sunday. Let's go to the MLB. Brewers wrapping up their series with the Mets. Down one in the fourth, but with runners at the corners, Caleb Durbin hits a dribbler. He's going to beat out the throw to first, so a run scores. We're tied at 1. Later, Mets back in front, and then with runners on, Pete Alonso ropes one off the wall in left field. That'll score a run on the RBI double. Mets go up 2. Milwaukee would get back on track in the 7th. Nobody on for Andrew Monasterio, and he hits a liner over the wall and left to make it a 1-run game. But that's as close as they would get. New York closes it out 3-2 the final. And the Milwaukee Phenom, Jacob Misiorowski, was named National League Rookie of the Month for June. Now, he got knocked around a bit in yesterday's start, but in the month of June, Misiorowski posted a 3-0 record with a 1.13 ERA, allowing just 3 hits, 7 walks, and 19 strikeouts. Among all pitchers with at least 15 innings pitched, he had the fewest hits allowed and certainly took the league by storm. Let's go to the American League. The Twins were in action down in Miami, and not a good start in this one. Already down 1, and Augustin Ramirez is going to hit the ball a mile deep to center field for a 2-run shot. Marlins take a 3-0 lead. 7th inning, Twins trying to make a comeback. Nobody on as Matt Wallner goes yard. That's over the wall in center field. Twins within 3, but this one, all Miami tonight. They get the win 4-1. And a little update from the FIBA Maxi Basketball Championships over in Switzerland. We introduced you to the Backcourt Avengers last week. They went 2-1 in pool play where they got a spot in the top 16. They then defeated Team Germany yesterday 52-48, but their run came to an end today in the quarterfinals, falling to a squad from Mexico 60-53. If you missed the story on the Backcourt Avengers, you can find it on our website, news8000.com, and definitely go check it out because they're so inspiring.
Oh my
cool
gosh,
doing
yeah.
That. They're a bunch of area all-stars go across the world to Switzerland,
right?
And we're competing in some fun basketball.
What a run. Like that is just an amazing accomplishment. If I start now, I can maybe make their team then, but they are well-trained college athletes, high school athletes.
Oh yeah.
They know what they're doing on that team.
For sure.
All right, more news right after this.
Up to 60% off list at the Holiday Deals Week at Slumberland Furniture. Check out our new Lazy Boy Freedom to Choose sale. 6 select recliners, just $4.99 each. Get an Ashley sofa for just $3.49. The Holiday Deals Week at Slumberland.
Get an 11% rebate on everything in Menards. Protect your cargo and get there safely with Smart Straps Ratchet Straps. Secure your passion and save big money. A 4-pack of Smart Straps Ratchet X Ratchet Straps are $16.99 after rebate. Tow smarter with help from Tow Smart. Tow Smart designs and manufactures durable steel towing products that resist rust and corrosion. Get this tri-ball trailer hitch for $29.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
This is Tony, and this is Tony's Good Feet story.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job. Before my arch supports, I felt defeated, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I'm more positive.
Clinically proven, significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out. I would recommend it to anyone.
Take back the life you love and book your personalized arch support fitting today.
Save big at Hy-Vee during the Red, White, and Barbecue sale, Wednesday through Sunday. Our special recipe brats, 4 for $5. Get free Oscar Mayer hot dogs when you buy 8 ground beef patties. Watermelon, just $3.98. Pepsi 6-packs, just $2.50 each when you buy 4. Save on Frito-Lay snacks, pork shoulder roast, Bush's beans, 24 packs of water, plus other great deals on Pepsi and Coke. In-store and online, Wednesday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
I was in a highway work zone, 1 lane open, car came by not paying any attention and hits me with its mirror. We're always within a couple of feet. People don't understand that when they're driving down the road. If a car veers inside those barrels, somebody's gonna get hit. You don't know what it's like walking that line. Cars so close.
Up to 60% off list at Slumberland. Get this limited time deal, a Sealy Queen mattress starting at just $299. No one sells Sealy for less. Plus our 365-night sleep guarantee at Slumberland.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
One piglet is no longer going to market and now has a second chance of life in Kansas. The swine was on its way to a slaughterhouse when it jumped from the moving truck. Darissa White introduces us to Gilbert.
This little guy isn't just a fighter, he is also a jumper. And now he said, wee, 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 all the way home.
The truck was headed to a slaughter facility last week, carrying a load of livestock, but one small piglet had other plans. The little piggy made a dash for a second chance at life and jumped off the moving truck, landing snout first.
We did x-rays, and luckily we did not see any fractures. It turns out that he did injure his jaw and his neck.
Alina Ultraman said someone behind the truck saw the jump and grabbed the pig, now named Gilbert, and took him straight to the Lawrence Humane Society.
This is something that happens. It happens, fairly regularly with piglets ending up on the highway.
After he received medical care, they called the Kansas City Pig Rescue Network, who took him in immediately.
We are always happy to get a jumper. Because we know that this is one less piglet that's going to end up in a slaughterhouse and on someone's plate. So he's going to get to live out his life with a family that loves him and treats him just like a pet, because that's what they are to us.
Whether it's highway or his forever home, Gilbert made it clear he is not going to the market. Darissa White, KMBC 9 News.
Let's go, Gilbert. You show them. That is one brave little piggy. All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Don't miss the 4th of July Super Weekend at Home Furniture. Now through Sunday, get up to $500 in instant rebates. This modular sectional is $26.99, or this dining set is $10.99 with instant rebate. The 4th of July Super Weekend and Sunday at Home Furniture.
Whether you're chasing early morning trout or trolling for walleye at dusk, Fleet Farm's got the fishing gear you need at the best prices guaranteed. Like Zebco's Rome Blue Spincast Reel, on sale for $29.99. The Okeechobee Fat Soft Side Gear Bag is now only $19.99. And Reef Runner's Flash Shad Lipless Crankbaits are just 2 for $17. Turn bites into bragging rights with the right gear from Fleet Farm. And check out all our weekly deals at fleetfarm.com.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
What is a floor's favorite type of music? Anything with a good beat. Why is a carpet fitter so good at dancing? Because he's always cleaning garage. What is a floor's favorite way to win? A clean sweep. What did the rug say to the floor? I got you covered. At Sealand's Carpetland, where our #1 priority is you. Stop in today. This place is fantastic.
We're really excited about our new hearing aids that came out. They're called Vitality. They have artificial intelligence, and people have really been hearing better in background noise with them. They're also a lot more clear.
And you can also control it with your phone. So if you want to get more technical, you can make your own adjustments on your phone.
It's just set and forget. They will adapt on their own, or you do have the ability to customize it more for your personal preferences and environments as well.
So stop by the Better Hearing Center and find out more about the new Vitality.
Right now, get 4th of July mattress savings at Home Sleep Express. Get up to $500 off with instant rebates on Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. Get this Invigorate Plush Queen for just $5.99. The more you buy, the more you save with 4th of July mattress savings now at Home Sleep Express.
All right, we're going to have a lot of activity. If you're along I-94, it's definitely heavy rain threat. These storms are kind of drifting somewhat to the south. We do have also, oops, we're going to go back there a little bit. We do also have some other activity further south with a severe thunderstorm warning. It's in Adams County. These could continue overnight, so definitely keep an eye. They're drifting south. La Crosse is not out of the woods quite yet, but I'm really concerned more for I-94 with heavier rainfall. This will all come to an end, but it's not going to be probably until we get closer to about 6 a.m. Then it's going to be warm and humid tomorrow, and then stay tuned for storms on Saturday. They could be severe. We'll have to time those out as we get closer to.
Okay, in the meantime, everyone have a safe beginning to the 4th of July weekend. We'll see you tomorrow.